Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for my Virgo collective. I was channeling energies for the month of July, so we're going to talk about these energies coming in for my Virgo collective, and this could resonate for any major Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out at any point in time throughout the month of July. This reading may or may not be for you, so I do ask that you only take with you the messages that resonate, leave behind the rest. Also, keep in mind, Virgo, I could be speaking directly to you or to a cross-watcher, so swap around the energies to make it fit, and do not cram yourself into a message that is not meant for you. Okay, Virgo, in meditation, it was this energy of one step forward, two steps back. So I feel like you need to get rid of like this weight. It felt like my Virgo collective was carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. So I also felt this like teeter-tottering energy, this indecisiveness. And so I feel a Virgo here that's going over things again and again and again and again. And I feel this month is going to be full of some surprise developments for Virgo. So it's this energy of feeling under pressure, or maybe even feeling under attack. And so there's an old issue coming up, Virgo, that's kind of been waiting for your attention. And I feel July is the month where it does require you to deal with this once and for all. It was like this energy I was shown of untangling all of the threads created by knots that have been kind of hindering your progress. So I also feel you might be dealing with somebody trying to create a bunch of chaos in your life who has kind of been biding their time. And I think they're about to get a wake-up call from you, Virgo. And I think communication is going to be key, because there's something that needs to be addressed, and you do need to get your point across. So I think you're going to want to avoid becoming too stressed. You're going to want to avoid spending too much time up in your head, Virgo. So let's see what needs to come through with the cards for you. We are going to start off by using the Tea Leaf Oracle deck. So interesting, Virgo, involvement with the law. So this might be having to deal with some court issues. Could be, dealing with a police officer of some sort, or this could be the karmic law. So you might be having some divine justice being handed out in the month of July, but I do think you are going to have a successful outcome to whatever problems that have been festering, Virgo. And I kind of feel with the tiger energy, it's maybe time to take a risk, to take a chance in a new direction, because you are not going to want to be tempted to lower your standards. So it's like the energy of waving the flag, releasing a long-standing burden is kind of what I'm feeling. And I think it's going to be a short journey. And you might be dealing with an aggressive person that's trying to make you do something against your will. So I think there's definitely a need to tell somebody to go fly a kite, is what they want me to say with the kite energy. It's time to tell this person to go fly a kite. Nobody can ever make you do something against your will. So I think there's definitely going to be this energy of some financial gain. So this involvement with the law, I think if there is a karmic verdict, a cosmic verdict coming through, I do think something is going to go in your favor, especially from some good deeds in the past. And this likely can lead to a lot of prosperity and abundance. So I also feel this energy of maybe breaking bread with somebody. So I also feel whoever's trying to get you to do something that is undependable and insincere, they're definitely trying to keep you stuck. They're trying to create problems. So I think you kind of hold the key, Virgo, to releasing this very undependable and insincere person. I also feel Spirit's kind of been pushing you to take the veil of illusion off, and whatever's playing out, I think maybe it'll come full circle in August. You could also be dealing with somebody born in the month of August. You could be a Virgo born in late August, is it? Yeah, late August, September. You could be dealing with a Leo too. So I kind of feel it's time to get goal-oriented is another message from my Virgo collective, because I think if you want to embrace a level of financial gain, you might have to take a chance. You might have to do something risky, but I feel it's kind of time to act. Do not lower your standards. Whatever you do not lower your standards for this very undependable, insincere person. I think somebody's getting told to go fly a kite because you're not going to be pressured to do something against your will. And maybe this is going to hurt. You know, as an empath, it usually hurts more to hurt somebody than to be hurt. But something's got to get unstuck here. Maybe somebody's been withholding communication, withholding this underlying hurt, which is keeping somebody stuck when it comes to reaching a level of forgiveness. Somebody here might need to seek forgiveness, but I think, Virgo, that's your energy. Pay attention to the details. Really be that observer and pay attention. Read between the lines. Read between the lines, and maybe it's time to just, you know, surrender. Love is in focus, Virgo. Love, big love. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck, Virgo. That one. Hopes and wishes. So what are your hopes and wishes? Because I kind of feel, yeah, you need to take a little bit of a break here. Maybe you need to plan a vacation. But I kind of think you just kind of need to check out and back away from a situation, because there is going to be some heart healing. And maybe there's been confusion because somebody here keeps reliving the past. So I kind of feel this period of ill health, depression. Maybe recently you've moved, or you're thinking about moving. You might need to seek out some spiritual guidance, especially when it comes to your money and finances. But I feel likely by your birthday, things are going to be looking up. Maybe by the next holiday, this is all going to come full circle. But I kind of feel you're releasing a lot of past baggage. I just heard the phrase Kundalini Airlines. So you might be going through an activation of some sort when it comes to some heart healing. But I think you're going to really want to watch your finances. You're really going to want to watch your finances. Maybe you're saving up money to move somewhere. Maybe that's your goal, Virgo. Maybe your goal is to move, get a place of your own, and maybe money's been an issue. But I don't think you have anything to worry about financially, because I do think stepping into prosperity, even though it's feeling like you make a little bit of headway, and then you kind of got to go back again. So maybe that's what's causing this confusion. But there's definitely an issue from the past that's been below the surface that you've not wanted to bring to your attention, that is needing to be addressed once and for all if you really want to heal your heart and manifest your hopes and your wishes. So I think by your birthday, Virgo, you might be taking a trip. You might be planning a trip, booking a trip, going on a plane or something like that, going on a long distance trip. Maybe you are thinking about planning a vacation. I don't know that that's going to be for everybody, but I feel a Virgo here that needs to take a break, that's really been pushing the limits. So yeah, and where are you needing to release any fear? There's definitely a Virgo here stuck in an old mindset, in a lack mentality, likely struggling financially. And there is this energy of being closed off in the heart, likely due to fear. Fear of what? I'm not sure. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, and then that travel energy. So either somebody's preparing to travel towards you, or maybe you're preparing to travel towards somebody. But I think crystal clear, whoever was hiding any motivations, there's going to be a big reveal. I feel the veil of illusion is lifted. Maybe somebody's had some hidden motivations towards you, Virgo, but I think there's going to be a revelation, an aha moment, and I think somebody maybe is afraid of bringing forward maybe some hidden emotions. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to get a few more energies, Virgo. Ooh, what do we got here? Something's coming to a dead stop. Without a doubt, definitely something coming to a dead stop when it comes to some exposure. I didn't realize I had any cards in reversed in this deck, so that's just as surprising to me as you. So somebody here has really lacked the courage to step into some truth and some integrity. Somebody here, I feel, has been a coward. I hate to say it, but somebody's been a coward. There is a lack of truth. There is a lack of integrity. Somebody's been asked to walk the honoring path, but they've been playing into this consciousness of lack. And so there is fear when it comes to bringing forward some pure intentions, the honoring path. What else is going on for my Virgo collective? So somebody's fearful. It's like the strength in reverse, playing into ego, playing into dark thoughts about a loving woman who maybe is teaching them a valuable lesson, and there's that conflict. This might even be an internal struggle, Virgo. I think there's a lot of emotions that have been boiling below the surface that are needing to come out, needing to be expressed. And maybe you will have to travel towards somebody, but you're really going to want to trust in your intuition. It's kind of time to bring something to the forefront. It's time to manifest something, and somebody is definitely afraid. There's fear here. Somebody is afraid to harness their present power, without a doubt, when it comes to some divinely guided communication. There's a cycle trying to come to a close, Virgo, but there's resistance. There's resistance, and maybe it's due to some friends and colleagues that you're needing to kind of take the blinders off with. I think maybe there's a Virgo here dealing with some friends and some colleagues that, you know, really don't have their best intentions at heart. There is some hidden motivations here coming to light, and I feel there's a Virgo that's been trying to piece together something that's really caused a lot of confusion, really caused a lot of dark thoughts. I feel a Virgo that's been in this labyrinth of dark thoughts in their mind when it comes to a loving woman. So there's a Virgo here that has a loving woman trying to offer them love, a lot of love. You know, learning a lesson. I think learning a lesson about foundations and the people you're connected with. So we got a couple energies of people here, the 6 and the 4, which equal the 10. And so what is it that you want for your future? Because somebody needs to find their strength, their fortitude, and their courage to walk the path of integrity, truth, accountability. Somebody here has lacked accountability, and maybe this is why there's been all kinds of challenges, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So there's a need to get out of this negative thought processing. Shift your thoughts. I think there's fear when it comes to maybe bringing forward an offer, an invite, clearing something up from the past that has created all kinds of confusion and fogginess. Maybe it's time to just wave that flag, Virgo, and call it a day. But let's see what needs to come through with the tarot, Virgo. Oh my God, 10 of Swords reverse, 3 of Wands reverse. Somebody surely did not plan for the future. There was a lack of planning for the long term. I feel this might even be a loss of money. But I kind of feel somebody's been refusing to take those next steps to decide what it is that they want and to go after it. And there is going to be a huge release of a heavy burden for sure. The opportunity to get a heavy weight off of your shoulders. So maybe it's time to put an end to some addictions of some sort. The end of a very toxic situation. I think there is relief on the way. And this is definitely surrounding a soulmate connection when it comes to a major karmic lesson that is needing to come full circle. Freedom from restrictions, freedom from addictions. So let's see, Virgo. Let's see what else the cards have for you for the month of July. What else does Virgo need to be aware of when it comes to these energies? I think a reorientation of figuring out what your goals are, what it is you want to bring into your life, because where it stands right now is there's been a lack of victory. And I feel there's like this temporary pause for reflection. Oh my God, Virgo, something is coming to a dead stop. Wow. This could be somebody having an emotional outburst. Definitely a very aggressive person coming in with a very nasty message is what I'm feeling. And I think there's fear surrounding this. Wow. Virgo, 6 of Wands reversed. And then we get the Hanged Man, awakening. So there's a very stubborn energy here that really needs to do some self-reflection. And then we get the 9 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this energy of feeling like a moving target. You're going to have to protect yourself. You're going to want to get prepared. Because I feel somebody's coming in very aggressively with the Knight of Swords reverse, the Chariot reverse. Something's coming to a halt. This very well could be an emotional outburst, and you're going to need to take a pause. You're going to need to take a pause and go within. You're going to need to take a rest. You're going to need to take a vacation of some sort. You're going to need to allow yourself some time to take a step back, because there's the big decision here that's needing to be made, Virgo. I think you're mentally exhausted. You've got somebody here coming in with great speed, trying to create all kinds of challenges, all kinds of emotional upheaval, and there's going to be an unexpected arrival. Definitely could be an emotional outburst with the Chariot reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed. So could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. It doesn't have to be, but this is definitely some harsh communication. Maybe you're dealing with a liar here. Somebody's not being honest. When the swords are in reverse, somebody's not being honest. Somebody's not telling the truth. It feels very aggressive, to be honest. And then we get your energy, Virgo, the Hermit reverse. So maybe you're the one rushing in with some harsh communication to whoever's trying to get you to do something against your will. You decide who you are in this situation, Virgo. But, you know, the overall outcome is this Nine of Swords. So I think you need to stop playing into any unfounded fear. If you keep playing into the fear, the dark thoughts, all of this energy of expecting the worst, then you are going to create a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you're going to want to be mindful of your thoughts in the month of July, Virgo, because there is a situation that has grown way out of proportion, needing to come up and be addressed. Likely a situation that has caused you many sleepless nights. And it's kind of time to embrace this spiritual transformation. So there's going to be a significant life change that is needing to be made. Death. There's something completely ending. This is the death of this situation. Somebody is going to be told to go fly a kite, whether you're telling somebody to take a hike or somebody's telling you to take a hike. But there's going to be a need to go into self-reflection, to go into healing. And I do think this hurts. This is definitely surrounding a past heartbreak of some sort. And somebody's not been willing to go within, not been willing to spend that time in solitude for reflection to gain that insight. Definitely an awakening here. And I think one or both of you are going to see things in a whole new light. But you're definitely going to need to seek out a spiritual mentor of some sort. I think there's a need to go into some self-discovery. You got to release an old belief system of some sort here. So there's going to be an unexpected shakeup, an unexpected revelation in order to break you free from something that just isn't working anymore. There's no more working together. There's no harmony, no sense of community. And somebody here, I think, is really tarnished their reputation when it comes to being unable to make a decision. Somebody's had the rose-colored glasses on, unwilling to follow their heart, people-pleasing, and that's not good, because that's prevented you or somebody you're dealing with it's prevented them from embracing their own uniqueness. And so definitely you can't keep pretending there's no problem. There's a big problem here, and it's bursting onto the scene. And I feel definitely something that needs to be moved on from once and for all. So there's a Virgo here that wants more from life, definitely on a spiritual quest. And this is like consciously choosing to make some big life changes, maybe walking away from an addiction of some sort. Definitely a huge change in priorities. And I think maybe you have been saving up money to leave home. Maybe this is a Virgo that lives at home with their parents and they're packing up and leaving home with their dog. I don't know. But definitely the need to walk towards wish fulfillment, because this is not wish fulfillment at all whatsoever. And if you want your dreams to become your reality, I think you're going to have to take charge of a very toxic situation. So let's see what this Chariot reversed is, this Knight of Swords reversed. Because this is going to put you in a tailspin is kind of what I'm feeling. So, well, it's time to take some steps. Yeah, I think there's going to be a very heated conversation when it comes to a romantic relationship from the past is what I'm feeling. It's decision time. We got the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands, and dead central. In between the two is this Ten of Swords reverse. So there's been a heavy burden here. There's been a lot of sadness here on both ends. And I think this conversation might allow an opportunity for some new happiness to bloom. But there's gonna be some challenges coming up here, I feel. And somebody is being asked to take those steps forward to seek some forgiveness. Maybe when it comes to not valuing this connection in the past. Maybe there was a lack of loyalty and dedication. Maybe somebody was very apprehensive and was playing it too safe, too careful. Waiting. And I feel there's going to be a melodramatic reaction to something that should have been dealt with a very long time ago. And so this could be the resurgence of somebody from the past coming in, somebody that did not invest, that wasn't willing to put in the work to build a foundation. The Knight of Pentacles upright is your energy, Virgo, and it's planning for the future, you know, doing something that you know you're going to be committed to. And I think there was a lack of commitment. And I think maybe in the past, the two of you did share the same dreams, but somebody wasn't willing to partner up. And I think maybe you both had to go your own ways, and this felt like a very painful betrayal. Definitely could have been a missed opportunity, a false start, where maybe at first there was a lot of enthusiasm, but I think maybe it's time to finish something that was started a long time ago, and there might be an opportunity for that clean slate, but not without a very complicated conversation first about some past deception and lies. I think somebody's been lying about just how hurt they've been during this separation. There's been a lack of truth, been a lack of honesty, been a lack of strength and courage to maybe heal a misunderstanding from the past. But I feel somebody knows it's kind of time to take action, going through an awakening, learning a core lesson about some old belief patterns that aren't working. That Nine of Wands reversed is my wounded healer energy. So somebody's been resisting healing a core wound, which has created a huge block between you and a soulmate connection. So let's see what this Page of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, somebody's been playing into their ego, which has created some blocked communication. There's been some blocked communication for sure. For sure, with the ego, the devil, addictions, codependencies, something toxic here, very toxic, and somebody's not wanted to look at this. Somebody's not wanted to acknowledge this or even admit this to themselves, and I feel somebody's been trapped in some sort of addictive habit, addictive relationship, unwilling to accept responsibility for what is actually going on, needing to break the chains with something toxic. I think there needs to be a conversation when it comes to a lack of communication, blocked communication, or maybe you're going to be blocking this person that's undependable. Maybe you're the person that's undependable, Virgo. You decide, but I feel there's going to be an unexpected rapid shakeup here, because you can't keep multitasking all of these things, playing into this very unhealthy situation. I think somebody's getting ready to close out a toxic cycle of addictions in order to embrace freedom. So we all know how hard it is to break those chains, but when you break those chains, you step into freedom. There's a Virgo here going to be free to do whatever it is that they want, stepping into accomplishment, spiritual enlightenment. But there's a lesson that needs to be learned. There's a conversation here that needs to be had for something to come full circle. And I do think it's about commitments. And you can't have a commitment with another if you're not fully committed to yourself, Virgo. So I do think this is about a union of some sort. Definitely. There's a Virgo that does want prosperity, peace, and contentment. They want a solid foundation, but it might require taking some action. So let's take a look at this unfounded fear. What is this unfounded fear about? Facing somebody that I think they walked away from, making a foolish decision. Somebody snuck away from this Queen of Swords in the past. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I think somebody's losing their peace of mind. because there was secrets here, there was lies, there was definitely some dishonesty, and I think there's going to maybe be some exposure when it comes to an embarrassing secret, maybe an embarrassing secret addiction. I'm not entirely sure, but caution, somebody is definitely receiving some karma for some past actions, and I think there's fear about coming and having a conversation with this Queen of Swords, because she holds the sword of truth. She also holds the sword that severs. And so definitely coming in to face some judgment for a brand new opportunity in love. And somebody's feeling foolish. Somebody's wishing they took that leap of faith the first time around, and now they're playing into unfounded fear that maybe it's too late for this new emotional experience. There's definitely an awakening of a soul connection here, and somebody's receiving some insights, tapping into some psychic abilities. This is going to be a connection that you've dreamt about, but you might have to go and face somebody that you rejected, that's got some firm boundaries in because you hurt her. So, or somebody was hurt. I'm not sure, but somebody, I think, needs to release people, places, and things that no longer serve them before they can come forward with this love offer. I think it's going to be a big, big apology here, and somebody's been secretly hiding this on their heart for a very long time, and it needs to be addressed. So somebody needs to let go of their fears, this unnecessary worry, because there's going to be a revelation. Somebody's been getting the signs and the syncs from the divine. They've not been paying attention. They've not been listening to their intuition, and I think it led to an ending of some sort. This could be somebody all the way back from childhood. I think get ready to deal with a person from the past. And this very well could have led to a solid foundation. So let's take a look at this Hanged Man. Could be dealing with an Aries, Capricorn, any of the fixed signs. This is heavy. This is heavy. Oh my gosh. So definitely a new perspective when it comes to an Empress that you might be dealing with. Definitely time to take action. There will be success with a new creative project, but somebody needs to kind of talk about a missed opportunity. With the Lovers reverse, somebody, I think, was afraid to embrace deep, true, intimate love with another. They were not emotionally available. They were not communicating clearly, and now somebody is very bored, very unhappy, very discontent, and I think is getting ready to come forward with some public recognition. If you want to recover from an illness or an addiction of some sort, I think somebody needs to make a decision from the heart. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Libra, Gemini, or an air sign. Like I said, there's going to be some communication, and I think in the past somebody did not value this person. I feel a very generous, gracious, practical, feminine energy that is just glowing and beautiful, and somebody did not sensibly approach this connection in the past, and it very well could be a missed opportunity. Or maybe this feminine in the past didn't know her worth and didn't know her value and had to transform her life too. But I think magic is about to be reignited in this connection, but somebody has to find their determination to quit delaying, to take those first steps, and to follow their intuition, to trust in the messages that they've been receiving when it comes to taking action, when it comes to taking those next steps. So I think somebody's coming in very, very quickly at lightning speed, wanting to rectify a very foolish decision, taking a leap of faith, bringing in an offer of love, and they know they're up against somebody that is going to be very, very discerning, that, you know, may or may not accept them. So I do think there's going to be a fresh start here, but not without a very difficult conversation. I do think, yes, there's going to be a chance for a do-over here, to do something over. But what are you going to do differently so you don't repeat the pattern, so you don't have to learn this lesson again? So we're going to get a couple last messages from Spirit, Virgo. Choose to be with somebody who loves and supports you. So somebody wants to come in with a whole lot of love and support, and they're finding their strength to do this. They're needing to be brave. They can do this. If you're wondering if this will happen, the answer is no. Just flipped out in reverse. So I think somebody keeps telling themselves it's impossible, which is creating this fear of coming forward. So I also feel definitely dealing with a teacher of some sort when it comes to learning a lesson about healing. So Virgo, I think it's time to get honest with yourself. I think it's time to get honest with another in order to heal the past once and for all, because there's a beautiful future here that's waiting to be embraced. But you got to heal the past first, and you got to recognize that, yes, you've been through something tough. And I feel recovery, going through a necessary transition. That has to happen. Allow it to happen, because you are going to get through this. And I think this had to happen the way it did in order for something to come full circle. So major karmic lesson. I think commitment is in focus, and somebody is going through a period of recovery, getting ready for a do-over. And that's what I got, Virgo. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.